Hello Internet, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon White version. In the last episode, we checked out a bunch of miscellaneous things all around the Unova region. This time, we're going to be starting to do some of the toughest fights in the entire game. To start off, now would be a good time to start retooling any movesets on your Pokemon that you want changed. I'm going to go ahead and delete a bunch of HM moves and then go through and see what moves I want my Pokemon to know. These are the movesets I ended up landing on. For George, I decided Waterfall, Brick Break, Return, and Ice Beam. This is the only Pokemon that had its entire moveset changed, but a few episodes ago, maybe 10 at this point, you may remember that I realized that George's attack stat is actually higher than special attack. I decided to, as a result, make it so George primarily uses physical attacks, Return, Waterfall, and Brick Break specifically, and Ice Beam just to cover the grass weakness. I think it'll work out pretty well, I hope. I did replace Surf for this. For Grasslisk, there's not much change, I just replaced Strength with Dragon Tail. However, I think a decent enough strategy is going to be to just coil up as much as possible, and then Dragon Tail, since while it does always go last, we will still be buffed up enough that we can take physical attacks and then hit with Dragon Tail very hard. Darunia. I replaced quite a bit here. I replaced Superpower with Brick Break because Brick Break does get the added effect from Sheer Force thanks to its former ability to break barriers like Light Screen and Reflect. I decided to replace Fire Punch with Flare Blitz, since Flare Blitz, while it does do immense recoil damage, does also get powered up because of the ability to burn. And U-Turn, because it's a good move for type coverage, and I didn't know Darunia could learn it. It won't be able to switch out thanks to Sheer Force, but it does make it into a very powerful Bug-type attack. For Nobunaga, Dragon Claw, Psychic, Fusion Bolt, and Stone Edge. I got rid of Flash and, Fly. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that. Psychic is just so we have a Psychic type attack, and Stone Edge is to deal with Ice types. Wilbur. I got rid of Metal Claw for Poison Jab. Metal Claw is such a weak move that even with the same type attack bonus, I think I prefer just having the type coverage of Poison Jab. Unfortunately, Metal Claw is just the best Steel type move that Excadrill gets in this game, so yeah, I see this overall as a good option. Strawberry, nothing has changed, as usual. This moveset has been the same for a very long time. I did consider Sheer Cold, but since we're still at a point where everything is going to be higher leveled than us, I just don't think it's worth the risk of not being able to ever use it. So that's the team for now. I've been recording for 15 minutes and we have not done a single thing other than retool our movesets, so let's get to it. I don't have Fly anymore. Oh, that's awesome. Our destination right now is in Castelia City. More specifically, the Carrot Building, Game Freak HQ. Want to head up to the 22nd floor as usual. Now, I want to check the Pokédex. Off-screen, I went ahead and made sure that the Pokédex says that we have seen 156 Pokémon, and if we switch to National Mode, we have seen 649. Technically, we have seen every single Pokemon, which means there's something for us here at Game Freak HQ. We talk to the director. Hi there, I'm the game director. Whoa, you're working on your Pokédex. If you fill it up a lot, please let me see. Oh god, you have to catch every... Okay, we'll be back. We'll be back, okay. This guy, though... Oh, you've become strong, I can tell. Do you want to have a battle with me? It's time. Well, let's begin. Game Freak Morimoto. Shigeki Morimoto, specifically. He has been with Game Freak ever since Pokémon Red and Blue and is the developer who legendarily added Mew to said games after development had already wrapped up and the game was about to ship. He is going to lead with Liepard, level 75 Dark-type, Limber for the ability, knowing the moves Fake Out, Grass Knot, Night Slash, and Sucker Punch. I see I didn't heal after changing my moves, which is a bad decision on my part. I'm going to go ahead and use an X attack here because I just know it's going to use Fake Out. As expected. If I had an X defend, I would have used that. And let's just go for Brick Break. Should have expected the Sucker Punch. Oh god, you got a crit! Seriously? Well, that's a terrible start, okay. So this guy is probably the easiest of the remaining bosses, which is why I'm fighting him first. He is not the lowest level, but his team composition is not very good, so I was thinking we'd fight him first because we'll have an easy time, but then he goes ahead and gets a critical hit and knocks out my lead. To be fair, I was leading with my lowest level Pokemon, but still. Christ, man. Please die, Liepard. Wilbert, you just need to get a crit. I mean, I'm not opposed to this guy wasting his full restores here, but just kill it. Thank you, Wilbur. Okay, we're off to a pretty bad start, all things considered. Simipour is next. I mean, I have an easy answer to that. Simipour is level 75 Water-type, Gluttony for the ability, holding a Pitaya Berry, knowing the moves Surf, Crunch, Payback, and Acrobatics. Pitaya Berry makes it so when the Pokemon is at half health thanks to its ability Gluttony, it will increase its special attack stat. Meaning Surf will do more damage and nothing else it has because that is its only special attack. Let's go Fusion Bolt. This should kill in one hit. It's a Simipour, so I hope so. We are 6 levels lower, but yeah. Same type attack bonus plus weakness. It's advantage, rather. It's pretty easy to guess how that will go. Zebstrika's next. Okay. It does have type coverage, but I think Wilbur is still my best choice here. Zebstrika is level 77 Electric type, Lightning Rod for the ability, knowing the moves Pursuit, Giga Impact, Flame Charge, and Wild Charge. Flame Charge could knock out with the level difference. It's 9 levels higher. It's going for Pursuit anyway. Did you expect me to switch? I'm using an Excadrill, Morimoto. Okay, you do you, buddy. Good experience from this fight, too. Simisear's next. I don't think we outspeed. We don't have a great answer to that, though, because George fainted so early. I guess Darunia. Just because this way we can use Earthquake, but... Simisear is level 75 Fire-type, Gluttony for the ability, holding a Pitaya Berry. That sounds familiar, huh? Knowing the moves Flamethrower, Crunch, Payback, and Acrobatics. God, we should have healed. We're low on PP for, like, everything. Alright. Decent damage from Flamethrower, which is scary. Please kill. Thank you. Good job, Darunia. Level 68. Will not complain. Swoobat is next. Strawberry, you don't frequently get to fight. Swoobat is level 75, Psychic Flying type, unaware for the ability, knowing the moves Air Slash, Endeavor, Psychic, and Psyshock. Ice Beam should kill, I hope. It is merely a Swoobat. Strawberry. Okay, your special defense is really high. I don't know why I was worried there. Might not kill, but it'll at least get close. Yep. One more will do the job. I should have just used Flash Cannon and not waste Ice Beam PP, but that's fine. I don't think Strawberry's gonna get more usage in this fight. His last Pokemon, Simisage. Darunia. I wish everybody got used in this fight, but, like, again, his team just isn't built super well. Let's go Flare Blitz. Test run for this move. It'll probably knock us out after taking damage from Crunch. Yeah, we're definitely fainting from the recoil, but watch this. That's awesome. It's worth the recoil damage. After all, I am the strongest and greatest. Just kidding. You think about battles very thoroughly. I lost, but I learned a lot from you. Besides, it was fun. Come back again tomorrow. We'll be back for you, mister. While we're on our way to Victory Road, I want to go over the Pokemon that can appear here on Route 10. In swarms, specifically. I will do this in post while I speed up going through Victory Road. Tyrogue evolves at level 20 depending on its EVs. It's kind of hard to go over in that sense. If it has higher defense EVs, Hitmonlee, or attack EVs rather, Hitmonlee is the fastest of its evolutions and learns Blaze Kick naturally. It also learns a lot of great fighting type moves. Hitmonchan is slower and better defensively. It also gets the elemental punches. Hitmontop is balanced. It's a hybrid between Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. It also gets counter without the need for breeding, rapid spin, and the signature move Triple Kick, which does more damage every time it hits and is boosted by its ability Technician. However, its ability Intimidate is better because then you can use close combat without, not taking advantage of its ability. Here we are. Look who it is. Before we speak to Cheren, now is the time when I would like to finally adjust held items again. For most of the post-game, it's just been the Lucky Egg and the 2 experience shares on our Pokemon, but we have developed quite a backlog of items to give everyone, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna figure this out. I decided to go with the Bright Powder on George, which decreases the opponent's accuracy while held by a Pokemon. The Wide Lens on Grassilisk, which makes it so moves are more accurate. This will help with Dragon Tail. The Expert Belt on Darunia, which is just because Darunia has so much type coverage without really a need for a lot of it. That just makes moves more powerful if they're super effective. Leftovers on Nobunaga, because I think it makes sense to give it to what is probably our strongest team member. Scope Lens on Wilbur, because getting extra critical hits is never going to hurt, especially with moves like Earthquake. And the Icy Rock to Strawberry, so Hail will last for more turns. I think these item picks all make at least a little bit of sense, so that's what we're going to go with. Let's speak to Cheren. White, it's difficult, isn't it? When you confront yourself, you have to notice things about yourself that aren't too flattering. Of course, and no one can get away from themselves. Marshall? My mentor told me you were here, so I came to see. Listen, even if you lose in battle, if you surpass what you've done before, you have bested yourself. Take the opportunity of a battle to look at your opponent, look at the Pokemon involved, and look at yourself. Are those Alder's words? Maybe, but I'm borrowing them. What I want are battles with trainers who believe in themselves like that. When I mix it up with a trainer like that, both my Pokemon and I get even stronger. Well then, I'll be waiting for your challenge in the Pokemon League. I guess that's that. Okay, White. Accept this Pokemon battle. One last time. Battle against Cheren. He is going to lead any day now with Liepard. Level 65 Dark type, unburdened for the ability, holding a Citrus Berry, knowing the moves Fake Out, Aerial Ace, Shadow Claw, and Night Slash. We've played this game before. X speed, I guess. Maybe George will outspeed on the next turn with this. I know it's going for fake out, so there's no reason not to do this. Alright, now let's Brick Break. Please kill. I do not want George to faint again. That was embarrassing last time. Oh, so close. It's kind of embarrassing that it lived. And that's probably going to kill because of Unburden, huh? Not even close. I know all my strengths and weaknesses now. Soon I will also know yours. Okay, Cheren. Wait. Oh, we're speed tied now. Oh! George! George toughed it out so you wouldn't feel sad. That's what you like to see. Okay. Embor is next, though. That's not what you like to see. Okay. Although, looking at his moveset, I think Nobunaga would be fine here. George definitely wouldn't. I don't think George can one-shot with Waterfall, though I think Nobunaga's a better option. Embor is level 67, firefighting type, blaze for the ability, holding a focus sash so it can't be knocked out in one hit, knowing the moves Flare Blitz, Head Smash, Brick Break, and Wild Charge. A fantastic moveset, all things considered, and that focus sash does put a wrench in things, because even if we could have one-shot with George, focus sash makes sure it doesn't happen. Luckily, Psychic does a good amount of damage and it misses with Head Smash, so Embor ceases to be an issue. Obviously, you can see what Pokemon you'll have depending on your starter on the sidebar as well. Haxorus. Sounds like a job for Strawberry. Hopefully. This thing does have coverage for Ice type, so we'll see. Haxorus is level 65 Dragon type, Rivalry for the ability, so it deals even more damage to Strawberry. Holding a Dragon Gem, knowing the moves Outrage, X-Scissor, Rock Slide, and Surf. If this thing hits, Strawberry dies. Do I risk the Blizzard? No, I'm higher leveled than it, I should just go for Ice Beam. Please? Oh my god, thank god. If that thing lived, it could have potentially swept the entire team if it got off an Outrage. Gigalith. Rasilisk, that is a job for you. Gigalith is level 65 Rock type, sturdy for the ability, so it's effectively holding a Focus Sash, holding Leftovers, knowing the moves Giga Impact, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Stealth Rock. Maybe it'll go for Stealth Rock and let me coil once? I think I live no matter what, at least one hit. And it's going for Stealth Rock. Well, now I definitely live, I can just use coil again. Let me see your game. Giga Impact. I should live, at least on a little HP. Oh! It does need to recharge, so we win. But that's not what you like to see. Leftovers don't matter at this point. Okay. Unfortunately, since I'm playing on real hardware now, cheats are a lot harder to activate, so we do have to listen to this annoying low health music. That's the second time in a single battle a Pokemon has lived on 1 HP. Awesome. Okay. Unpheasant is next. Okay. Wilbur then. 'Cause I want to use everyone in this fight, and given his last Pokemon, I think we should save Darunia for that. Unpheasant is level 65, normal flying type, Super Fang? No, Super Luck for the ability, holding a Scope Lens, knowing the moves U-Turn, Quick Attack, Air Slash, and Facade. That Air Slash is almost a guaranteed critical hit, but other than that, this should be fine. I'm gonna Swords Dance once, there's not much this thing can do to Wilbur. Yeah, it's not even going for Air Slash, it's going for Facade. Let's go Poison Jab. That's the only move we have that can hit for even neutral damage. With the... Wow. I'm actually surprised it survived with the attack boost. That's fine. Die. Here we go. And Simisage is his last Pokemon. Let's see how Darunia does against it. Simisage is level 65 Grass-type, Gluttony for the ability, which it doesn't take advantage of because it's holding a Miracle Seed, knowing the moves. Energy Ball, Rock Slide, Brick Break, and Payback. Again, differences depending on starter can be seen on the sidebar. This should one-shot, and I think we live even with the recoil this time. Yep, quite easily. Thank you. Saw what was missing in me. I'll keep battling many trainers and Pokemon like this, and if I can learn what kind of person I am, it will open up my path. I'm sure this path will lead me to becoming the person I'm meant to be. Pokemon will always be with you and me as we go down our own paths. Our important friends, Pokemon. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Cheren is not the best rival, but he's a pretty good one. I also want to point out that my notes say, I'm sure the graphics suck to make for future me, only one more rival fight in the game though, so hang in there, buddy. A couple days ago, I finished every single sidebar boss graphic, and yeah, that fight did suck. I had to make about 22 new files just for Cheren alone. Now, we could challenge the Pokemon League again right now. But there's one more thing I want to do before that, and I need Fly for it. And I should heal because I just fought Cheren anyway. I want to head to the Ed Sheeran Celestial Tower. I'm sorry I can't see the name of the tower anymore without thinking of Ed Sheeran, and it makes me very upset. We're gonna climb all the way to the top. And look who's here. My old partner is resting here in the Celestial Tower. It was the first Pokémon I received when I became a trainer. I come here to ring the bell and comfort its spirit. It was a strong Pokémon. It was courageous, noble, and kind. Together, we madly pursued strength, without even knowing the meaning of strength. But in the same way that all stories have a beginning and an end, all lives have an end as well. It was then that I understood that strength isn't something that remains unchanged forever. However, the joy one feels in being with Pokémon, that is the real thing. In order to spread the word, I left the Pokémon League and kept traveling. That's right. Traveling is wonderful. I've met many different Pokémon, many different trainers, and now I've met all of you. Well, White, I'll be waiting for you at the Pokémon League. Next time on Pokemon White version, we'll finally take on the Pokemon League on our own terms. This time, we'll actually be trying for the champion title. See you guys then.